Back into Daybreak in the lower left-hand corner of the map, Samsung.RorO. His opponent will once again be the Gamania.Slam. He'll be playing as the Red Zerg once again.
So the same positions as the last game.
Clearly it was destiny.
It was destined. And none of them is choosing to use a build that counters hatchery first. I'm not even sure if it works that well actually on Daybreak. There isn't...
well, you're so far.
It's so far.
You're very far, and then the decision between moving the Zerglings into the main or killing the hatchery is so tough. Because either you're wasting time, and if he gets ballsy and decides not to cancel the hatchery and just waste lots of your time...
Yeah, with that
then he'll have enough to defend.
Perhaps.
Yeah. There's lots of interesting things to do. We actually saw... in the previous ZVZ that we watched, Comm versus Curious, a similar situation happened, and the aggressor did not win out.
Okay, yeah. So it is very risky. It's I mean,
oh wait,
it's a
excuse
good
me.
point to
Curious did win out because he only sent the first 10 lings and then just droned and expand behind. So he like didn't even try to kill drones.
And that,
right?
that was
it's
that
just
worked
like
out
use
well
the
for
larva.
him?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. It was close. If it was just defended a little bit better, I think that it would have not worked out. But anyway, over here we have both the players. They went out for their 15 hatch, 16 pool.
And then a little bit of a faster extractor once again from Slam, who last time used that to get a little bit faster speedlings. Follow up with the baneling nest right over here, and this time I'm not sure he's going to be doing the same. He reduced his drone count for a moment to 2. That's kind of funny how he tries to optimize his build. Then going back to 3 once again.
Now, we do see that RorO is just a little bit ahead as far as getting his drones out. That does mean that Slam was going for a marginally faster speed over here.
Yeah.
Just by a couple of seconds.
It's going to be a difference of 8 seconds. Now, that's almost not going to matter at all. The extra drone that RorO has is probably going to matter just a little bit more than that. The question is Slam going to throw up a baneling nest again? Yes, he is. So actually it's 4 drones in his extractor at the moment. That's a bit of a mistake. So effectively RorO is mining with 2 drones more on his minerals. And I wonder if Slam is going to be noticing this anytime soon.
Oh, that is actually very hard to notice.
This time RorO, because he was at a disadvantage last game with that big baneling ling attack, he decides to get his own nest sooner.
And he's also going for the spine crawler, so that's going to be a pretty defensive baneling nest. Oh man, I don't think that we're going to see him be as aggressive, because using that 1 drone and using the minerals to get that spine crawler just puts you ever so slightly behind if you try to get aggressive.
Yeah, so
and here he is droning.
In this particular situation, it would be good for Slam if he was choosing to be the defender, because there's no spine crawler investment for him, so he would have more units comparatively. But given what we have seen from him so far and how well it worked last game, he might be considering once again to be attacking. No, he's not. He's going
straight to the lair.
Maybe he's going to be doing the same thing, but he's going to go for the quick lair.
Oh, now what's so important when you try doing something like this, he needs to shut down RorO's knowledge. Yeah. He needs to make sure that those lings that are moving up towards his natural do not get into his base.
And let's see if they will. There are...
Oh, wow. Well, uses the baneling, but maybe in that situation the baneling's... Oh, no, but RorO does make it up into the baneling. He is going to see the layer starting. Yeah. Unfortunate for Slam. There's only, what, 1 HP was left on that Zergling. It's taken down with just a single claw scrape from the Zerglings that were chasing it down.
But in the meantime, Slam did see the double extractor in the natural, as well as the spine crawler. So that's a pretty good read that RorO is also going to be going for a lair. So while RorO is 100% confirmation, Slam is going to be about 95% sure.
Right. And he'll just have to act on that information.
Yeah, and it's... Oh, nice block there.
Wow.
Nice wall off SimCity as a Zerg. These links should not be getting in now.
No, absolutely not. Too low HP. Now he's trying to just get that... Whoa, okay. Intelligently starting his infestation pit directly after he kills all of the scouts. Yeah.
Alright, so we have a slight drone lead still for RorO, and they're both going to be going for infestation pit, whereas Slam is adding a roach warren.
Unfortunately, the drone is still hanging out on the extractor.
Aw,
every little bit counts.
Yeah, just a tiny bit of a disadvantage for Slam. This Overseer is going to be seeing what the tech is. You want to know whether your opponent's going to go for Infestation Pit or for a Spire. You will get that confirmation, and once again, it's RorO who has that confirmation for sure. Whereas, actually, it's been spotted both ways. This Overseer has also seen everything that he needs to.
Oh, did he get all the way back to the Roach Horn?
He did also see the Roach Horn.
Okay. Yeah, so he pretty much has all of the knowledge that he could possibly have at this point.
Ooh.
RorO is marginally ahead on getting out his +1 missile attack, but Slam is just a little bit further ahead as far as securing that third goes.
There's a lot of fights going on here on both sides. Banelings will be the kryptonite of Zerglings. We saw a big detonation from Slam, killing some of the links from RorO there. But at this moment, the Banelings...
Oh, wow.
Just detonating on the hatchery, not the best use of
but
it.
he does connect with 2 of the drones over on the right side, ever so slightly increasing that drone lead. Oh man, and actually killing that Overlord would be a pretty big deal because Slam currently has none in production, only just starting 2 of them, so if he's able to do that, he'll be in a good spot. Now we've got Slam forced to pull off lots of Zerglings and drones to try to defend his third. He is losing just so many drones here. The lead is continually just piling up in RorO's favor.
Yeah, that was a huge move by RorO. It's 60 against 45 drones now. There have been 8 drones killed. That is very painful for Slam. Even though his hatchery on the third was ever so slightly faster, he definitely lost a little bit more than he could afford to there. And, well, for now, the first infestors are going to be popping out. They're pretty much at the same spot in the game in every situation, except RorO has a lot more drones.
Oh, if you take a look at the right side Xel'Naga watchtower over here, we've actually seen Slam controlling it with a changeling Zergling.
Yeah, pretty cool, using Overseers.
Well, what was funny was that like Slam was running around right by, but now Slam moving into the third, just trying to play catch-up as far as the drone count goes, unable to connect as much as he would like to. Now the infestor count for RorO is what's starting to get really scary over here, and he's also already adding on his Hydra Den.
Yeah, they're going for the same unit compositions here, more or less. RorO is going to be adding his Hydralisk Den just before Slam is doing the same thing. There we see the macro hatchery coming up for Slam. Slam is on the double evolution chamber, but he's only using one of them right now. And we see a lot of changelings being used here by RorO. Is this going to get spotted? That is an unusually
he sees
slow
it. Well, that's the thing. They don't get speed upgrade.
They have the wings to pretend, but they still can't run enough.
Yep. Because you can't actually give them the, right, like lore-wise, it doesn't make sense for them to have the technology, but they can look like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a pretty cool move out. I wonder what he's going to use them for. Potentially, if you get past any prying Overseer eyes and you get close enough... Oh, this is risky.
Whoa, the Overseer can absolutely see those infestors. Oh man, and getting caught there would be no good. Now the Speed Roaches could, in theory, catch it, and maybe he would bait out just a little bit of the fungal, like one single fungal maybe to stop the roaches that were coming in.
Might have been worth it, but there's this small risk that there's a huge roach army waiting and you just get everything fried. What I think Slam was trying to do is run by all the way to this base, throw up as many infested Terrans as possible, and then just kill the hatchery, come what may, even if the opponent has units relatively close. Sometimes infested Terrans can just do that, because keep in mind, they have 1 attack upgrade, soon to be 2, so they do pretty good damage. 10 damage a hit.
Yeah, infested Terrans actually do incredible damage. We have seen that 4-Fester hit squad destroy so many bases. They kill town halls like nobody's business. Now out here we're starting to see Slam. Oh, is he going to be able to kill the Overseer? Overseer's move pretty quick. Oh, even uses the fungal to get the Overseer out of there as well. So not a terribly bad use of energy, right? That ends up costing you 125 energy to kill an Overseer.
It should be worth it. I mean, Overseer costs gas, energy can be regenerated. RorO doing some small roach attacks here. This one is going to get shut down pretty easily, but it gives him a chance to maybe do some economic damage here, which is a pretty good advantage at this point in the game.
Oh, gets in. He does kill the Queen, so that is going to hurt the production a little bit. Now he's already focusing down some of those drones around the right side. Slam tries to close the gap, but there have already been just a small handful of those drones killed, getting in a bit of the staying damage. This is fine for RorO. Yeah. He's going to be able to just continually add on more and more of those roaches as he goes up to his hive tech.
Now they're exactly on 69 drones each both, and RorO is making
whoa, that is a lot of drones.
More drones. I think he might be looking to throw up some spine crawlers here.
I would expect that behind this, but now the big difference in the army composition has now come down to the amount of Hydralisks that RorO already has available. Slam has stayed almost exclusively with those roaches. Now, if those Hydras are able to deal that damage and not get in and not be hit by Slam's roaches, Slam is almost guaranteed to lose any straight up engagement.
Yeah, they're gonna make a big difference here. And RorO also has some very nice tactics.
Oh,
wow.
If he's able to get in. Oh, almost kills a second Infestor with full energy. The Hydralisks have been completely exposed now, so he'll know exactly what is closing in on him. He's going to have to spread and be so careful with this engagement. Landing those fungals and keeping away all of RorO's army is going to be what Slam is banking on here.
Yeah, this is a very tense moment here. This attack by RorO, is it serious business, or is he going to be pulling back? Oh, there could be a fungal and all those Infestors. Slam has to watch out here. He also is not completely maxed out. He doesn't even have the Overlord capacity. This fight is going to be starting in earnest. The position is kind of good for Slam, but he doesn't have enough stuff. Where is all his army?
No, this has not been bad at all for Slam because those Hydras were not a part of the fight for so very long, and he has so many Infestors left. He has one with completely full energy around the right side. Is there another attack happening somewhere around in the natural? Was there a little bit of a fight over there in the natural? We saw, I think it was a couple of roaches just running by to do some drone damage there, so that was why we saw a bit of a split. Now Slam has moved up to the upper left-hand corner of the map and stopped that hatchery from building. RorO is getting over there as quick as he can. There's not a lot of overseers in place, so getting everywhere to see the burrowed roaches is very, very difficult. But amongst all of the confusion, RorO has risen to the top, and he's got a 60 food lead over Slam.
Yeah, and they did both lose all of their Infestors in that fight. Were not able to get them away after dispensing most of that energy, and was a little bit of a chaos there because there were so many units everywhere. Look at these Lynx gonna get in, and they're making such nice use of burrow. These players are really a match for each other here in this situation. Slam is on 4 bases. RorO is trying to get his 5th up. There's a little bit of a suboptimal mining here by Slam, finally trying to remedy that with a big drone inflow, but he's not mining fully from this gas yet. The attack of RorO with those 8 roaches before really has long, far-reaching ramifications, and RorO is now gearing up for a second attack with his roaches and Lynx. He's gonna attack everywhere at once. This is such nice multitasking. We're kind of talking about this, seeing this from Stefano in the WCS Europe Finals, and RorO definitely able to display this.
But all of the Infestors just moving in far too close there. He loses almost all of the Infestors of the engagement, but I don't know that there's enough roaches from Slam to back this up. RorO choosing to focus down that hatchery out there and start to pull back while he simultaneously attacks up in the main. Slam does not have enough units to deal with such a heavy multi-pronged attack. We can see that the damage out at the 3rd continues to just pile up, spit after spit from those roaches. Now Slam is going to try to go on the offensive here because if he stays in an economic game, there is no way that he is going to be able to outclass RorO.
Yeah, he's down to 40 workers against 80, so it seems like he has to take a fight, but he doesn't necessarily have a bigger army. If we look at the army, RorO also has 1,000 more in army value, so Slam is just behind in every possible way and is hoping for a miracle to try and save him from this situation.
Tunneling Claws helping out RorO over here. He has started attacking with another small expedition up into the natural. You can see them burrowed on the lower side, ready to pounce at RorO's will. Now RorO really just kind of needs to sit around and just keep chipping away like this. Like, Slam has so much to catch up on.
Yeah, he has so much to catch up on.
+3 just about to finish.
+3 is about to finish. Slam does have that armor, which RorO doesn't have. Oh my god, Infestor's gonna get snapped off their head here by that force waiting for RorO. Slam did not have vision of the tower, so he didn't know that the army was waiting there. Now he's just pushing up into such an ill-advised position, but he feels committed. And he is committed, and he's going to lose his whole army.
Oh no, it's not looking terribly good for Slam there. Out in the center of the map, he has lost just about everything. The supply count tells the story. RorO moving up to 180 against Slam's 70 currently. Now RorO still staying active. He says, no, I'm not just going to kill your army. I am going to keep destroying your economy. And Slam